about 15.
What's up, guys? Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today's test drive a 1969 Chevelle. This one came back as a Dayco Correct 396. It doesn't have power steering, but it does have power brakes, and it's really clean up under the hood, as you can tell. Actually, overall, this is a beautiful car. Of course, we'll be taking it down the road, test driving it, seeing how she runs and drives. If there's any flaws, I will point them out. This one does have the 4-speed transmission, the bucket seats with a console, dual exhaust out the back. Guys, check out those detailed pictures, financing, and shipping, along with all of our inventory at maplemotors.com. For now, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Of course, before we take off, place those bets. Do you think the horn works? As you can see, the interior is nice in this one. You got nice panels, nice seats. Back seats in good shape. Of course, at the end of the video, I'm going to be going over the interior in a little bit more detail. You can see a little bit of wrinkle in that headliner. The light actually looks like it's been replaced, but the headliner's also been replaced too. They just didn't get that corner tight. Coming across your dash, it's in good shape. And of course, I'm gonna have my wife ride with me today. She is off and free, so she comes to hang out with me. That could be a song. She's still cold, so as you can see, the temperature has not come up on the dash yet. We're going to get gas because we're only at a quarter tank. Looks like the oil pressure's on the high side and the tach is working. I'll show you the mileage. It's hard to stand behind that, and a 69 model. Do the wipers work? They sure do. Does the radio work? We'll give her a second. It's all the way up though. I doubt it. It's not going to do anything. Blower motor, no AC, nothing. It's a step switch too. I'm trying to slowly do that. Turn signals popping up right here and on the right side as well. Try one click. Nothing. Horn, did you place your bets? Of course, there's no power steering here. It's not working there. It's not working there. Let's look around a little bit. It's like Finding Waldo. Where's the button? Boom. Nope, it doesn't work either. I thought for sure that was it. All right, let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off. Like I said, we're gonna stop and get some gas at the gas station here. This is my first time driving this Chevelle. I pulled it out of the showroom, decoded the motor, and hit record. So anything I see, you'll know about it. It easily goes back in reverse there, so make sure I hit first gear. Speedometer is coming up on the dash, but it's fast. I mean, it's saying we're running 50 and we're not. It does have low gears in this car, so probably talking 55 as top speed. You don't want to get up on the interstate and wind it out too much, causing too much stress on the motor. But it's a good cruiser for in town. Hitting the brakes, they immediately pull to the right at first, but I'm still in them and it quit. Just had a little dust on them. The clutch actually feels good in this one, and it's going into all the gears correctly. I think the brakes just had a little bit of dust on them at first because they're not pulling anymore. So we're gonna pull in here, and like I said, I'm gonna get about $20 worth of premium fuel. We'll check that gas gauge out and see if it works. It's below a quarter tank. I'll be right back, guys. All right, $20 worth of premium fuel in this ride here. I bet the gauge works. It was floating around on the dash, so odds are good. It's got a new plate back here. Same with the gas tank, it looks fairly new. Good spring. Let's start her up and see if the gauge works. So when we rolled in, it was right there. As we're rolling out, came up. Good deal, guys. Let's keep rolling. Here we go. Thanks for helping. That's pretty cool of you. Coming up and hanging out with me on these boring days, you know. All right, let's roll out here. So we're gonna head on back to the lot. Try not to hit too much traffic along the way. But so far, so good. We've got the temperature is halfway up on the dash here. Your oil pressure's halfway up. The only thing I've noticed that's not working is your battery gauge. It's just flat out not coming up at all, so. So this one I noticed gets a little bit of a wheel hop if you get into the throttle, coming from the rear. Like, a little bit of a bounce there, but it'll stick and go. When you first hit the brakes, it does dart to the right and then it quits. Let's try it. You see the steering wheel? I let off the brake and it went left, so. This car's got tons of power. It feels good going down the road. coming up to a stop sign here. I want to double check to see what y'all look like. Okay, you still got a good view. Sometimes the camera gets bouncing around on me when I'm trying to record here. Wow, we're actually gonna get out of here decently. Usually the left turn out onto New Shackle here sucks. I mean, straight as an arrow going down the road. I'm not having any issues pulling left or right, except for when I hit the brakes. When I hit the brakes, it does dart to the right. Let off the brakes, it kind of goes to the left a little bit. They're sticking somewhere. Like I said, she's geared pretty low, so 55 is going to be where you want to kind of stay at. There it is. We're going to pull back into the lot here. Picking out the flaws is coming up next. Make sure to check all the merchandise. I've had lots of calls on merchandise and CDs. Well, when it comes to CDs and stuff, you can just type my name in, Nicholas Southgate, on Google. I give all the songs out for free. I do appreciate the support, by the way. Guys, I'll be right back with picking out the flaws. Thanks for watching. All right, we're gonna walk around this ride. Anything I find, you'll know about it. I'm gonna look for chips, scratches, dents, rust, whatever, and it'll be presented here in this video. Go to maplemotors.com and look at the detailed pictures. You're gonna wanna do that. You're gonna wanna check out financing. Get pre-approved. That way in the future, if you see anything you like, it's a simple, easy process. All right, let's go up front here and look around on this lower bumper and the grille. So the lower bumper on this one looks pretty good. I'm not really seeing any issues there. Coming back on the headlight bezels, they're nice and clean. The grille itself looks good. Up over your front portion, you got a little spot there. I think that'll buff out. Look like a bug hit it and stained it. A little scuff here on the front will come out as well. Now that's enough for my shadow. Let's run down the side of the car here. Tires are in decent shape. Up around the front fender, you can see the trim looks good. You've got a touch-up mark there below the emblem. Coming down the side, a little hazy spot. Light scuff there. Back tires are in good shape. Up and over the rear fender around that trim looks nice. Picked up some dirt on the back here. Back your midsection. This one is pretty straightforward. You can see it's not wavy going down the side. Not really seeing too much defect wise. Even the door handles look fairly new. A little hazy on your mirror here. I think that'll actually polish up because look at that. It's coming right out. paint job is beautiful on this car here. A couple little red spots there, or orange spots. I assume that's from the motor where it was painted or touched up. You can see them on the side here. Looking over the front windshield, it's in good shape. The trim looks good up your pillar. You got a line right here, and that can polish out. It looks like it's just sitting on top of the paint as it comes back here. You see a little bit of cracking down behind that trim. Your window's in good shape. Your seal looks good. Your seal up through here is older, but it's still there. But you can listen and hear how dry it is. Look at over the roof here. Not really seeing anything wrong with the roof. Around your back windows in good shape. Your trim looks awesome. You have a little scuff here in the corner on that trim coming down your back fender. I love this deep blue paint job. I'm not sure what the paint is actually called right now, but it is a bluish purple, really. Coming up on the trunk here, the seal in the trunk looks awesome. You can see all the way around. They have replaced it. Spare tire in the back. Looks like a new trunk pad or mat. A little bit of moisture back here, so it is leaking a little bit of water. And I think that was just from washing, so it may be coming in from that back window. A lot of times they'll come in from the seal around the back window where it gets old and brittle. Throwing our mat back down here. Looking over in this fender. Not too bad. Up on your trunk lid here. It's in good shape. Coming down with it. Shuts easy. This thing's glowing out here in the parking lot. Looking around the back, your tail lights, they're in great shape. The trim back here looks awesome. Same with your rear bumper. It's also in great shape along with those exhausts. The trunk seems to line up pretty well. Let's run down this side now. Well, looks like a touch-up spot there in the corner. Back tires are in good shape. Up and over the rear fender. Down your lower portions. I'm not even seeing a chip on these lower portions. Usually I'll find something, people kicking it, getting in and out, but they watched out when they got into this car, I assume. Back your midsection. You can see, nice and straight. It's not wavy. Up over the top portion here. I do see a light sanding mark right here. It's hard to see, it may not pop up on camera, but it is there in person. Door handle's in good shape. That mirror can be cleaned up just like the other one. Top of your fender looks good. Front windshield on this one, I don't really see any big chips or scratches. The chrome looks good. Up your pillar, also nice and clean along with the roof. Something that'll help this car is new window sills. You can see they're brittle, they're a little cracked. It's just weather stripping, no big deal on that. All right, let's open her up, check out that interior, and listen to the motor. As you're checking out your door panel here, it's in good shape. You can see somebody already went and took the time to replace it. The seal around the door has been replaced as well. Up under the door itself is solid and clean. Looking in your jams, the trim has been replaced down on the lower portion as soon as you open the jam, or the door there. Looking at the carpet, it's also fairly new. And your seat is not all tore up. It's in good shape. Back seat on this one looks good. Package tray, clean. Headliner, a little wrinkly on this side too. Could be stretched out in the back, would help out quite a bit, just to get rid of those little lines. The front here is in pretty good shape. Let's see. To push the clutch in. I'm gonna give her a little gas now. It does start up easy, but I wanted to try to start it without giving it gas. You had to give the pedal just a touch for it to take off there. And your passenger seat's in good shape there. Visors look good. Motor is nice and quiet in this one. Up under your hood is very clean. Does look like the weather stripping is still up under here. Coming down with the hood, comes down easy. Only thing I did notice is you have to pull this so that it'll drop down. No spider there. All right, guys, I do appreciate you watching, but it helps me out quite a bit if you hit subscribe and share this video. I have a playlist below. It's called Cars Currently Available at Maple Motors, so you're gonna wanna go check that out. Week by week, I add them throughout the week. On Mondays, you want to see all current inventory before the videos, maplemotors.com. Finance and shipping, detailed pictures, you know the spill. Look below in the description. You need some gear, t-shirts. I have people asking every single day about t-shirts. So we have a very limited selection up at the lot. There's not really a large selection, but if you look at merchandise at maplemotors.com, you can actually pick up multiple styles of shirts that we have put out. You got hoodies and everything. The only thing we got at the lot is just a plain t-shirt. So a lot of people are asking about that. But just letting you know, there is merchandise online. You can have it shipped to your house. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.